On what we know about Maui at this hour and what to expect in the coming hours.
Right now, the death toll stands at 55. The number of injuries is unclear. Number of casualties is expected to rise and will likely become the state's deadliest natural disaster since a 1960 tsunami killed 61 people on Hawaii Island. More than 1,000 structures have been destroyed. There is still no access into Lahaina from either side. Maui police say that the public can leave the west side via the Lahaina bypass only. Kahakuloa residents can only leave via Waihe'e.
The county will now air updates on Maui radio stations 3 times a day, so at 9 a.m., noon, and 3 p.m. There are multiple stations sharing that information, including 92.9, 99.3, 99.9 and AM 900. There will also be more information posted on the county website, its Facebook page, and Instagram page.
The Family Assistance Center will be open today from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. It has been set up to help people connect with loved ones who are unaccounted for. The center is at 275 Uhu Street in the Kahului Community Center. The Maui Emergency Management Agency will pass out forms to be filled out to help in the process of locating unaccounted for family members. Maui officials say that hours beyond today have not been set. You can also call American Red Cross at 1-800-733-2767.
There are still active fires on Maui. At last word, the Maui Fire Department said there were 4 large fires still burning. None have been fully contained at this point. Some have burned hundreds of acres. There have also been many other small fires that are straining firefighters. The Pulehu fire, Mauka of Kihei, was last reported to be 70% contained. The Lahaina fire, as we said, 80% contained as of yesterday. But it is still an extremely dangerous situation in Lahaina.
It's still very, very hazardous in the burn areas. Things are falling every minute around us, and there have been some people that have been hurt by just falling telephone poles and such. So we need to make sure the area is safe before anybody can return to that space.
Understandably, many people want to be able to return to their homes over on the west side of Maui.
But there is still a grim and somber task ahead as authorities work to recover the remains of the people who have died.
Lahaina town is hallowed sacred ground right now because our iwi are in that ground. We have to get them out. We will get them out as fast as we can, but I need your patience while we do this. I know you need to get out there. I know that you guys don't have some of the supplies, you don't have power. But we have to respect the fact that we've got loved ones in that earth, and we've got to do the right thing and get them out the right way. That's going to take time. I'll get the road open as fast as I can, but I have to do it safely.
County officials say 2 cadaver dogs arrived last night with a search and rescue team from Nevada.
All right, here's the latest from Maui Memorial Medical Center. The hospital says it is actively treating patients for burns, smoke inhalation, and other fire-related injuries. That includes people from Lahaina and upcountry. At last report, they had 6 patients being treated at the hospital. None were in the ICU, but others have been sent to Oahu for specialty services. Meanwhile, there are concerns about hospital capacity compounded by COVID. Maui Memorial says it has ample capacity with the ability to expand, but the State Department of Health warns that there's been a steady increase of COVID cases since June and an increased hospital admission rate, particularly on Maui and Oahu. The spread of COVID is also a concern at crowded shelters, so people are asked to consider taking precautions, including masking and physical distancing when possible.
Much of West Maui remains in the dark this morning, which could be the norm for weeks ahead. According to Hawaiian Electric, more than 10,000 customers there remain without power as of this morning. HECO officials say that they are focused on supporting the state and county response and will begin restoration efforts as soon as it is safe.
The state is taking steps to prevent price gouging in the wake of this disaster. A price freeze is now in effect for goods and services on Maui, at least through the end of the month, which means that prices must remain where they were before the fires started. Now, this covers anything deemed necessary for the health and safety of people on Maui. Violators face a penalty of up to $10,000 and should be reported by calling the number on your screen, 808-572-4272.
All right, take a look at this footage shot by a viewer of Maui residents jumping into the water in order to flee the flames. Now, the Coast Guard says they have no more reports of people missing in the water, but they will continue their search and rescue operations today. That is from their most recent update. Now, they say that 17 people were rescued from the water at this time, and another 40 were located on shore by Coast Guard Station Maui boat crews.